What if the most powerful hours of your day are the ones you're currently letting slip through your fingers? Think about it. We grind through work, counting down the minutes to freedom. Then, evening hits. And what happens? For so many of us, it's a nosedive into a black hole of scrolling, random videos, or just that heavy feeling of being too drained to do anything that truly matters. Sound familiar? Believe me, I've been there. My evenings used to be a masterclass in wasted potential, a cycle of tired and uninspired. But then something shifted. And no, I'm not about to unload a list of impossible, rigid rules that'll make you groan. Forget that. What I'm going to share are real, surprisingly simple ways to change the game. These aren't just theories. They are road-tested approaches that tune into your natural flow, not fight against it. We're talking tiny tweaks, genuinely small adjustments that can turn your evenings from a recovery zone into your personal power-up time. Stick with me, maybe even grab a pen, because we're about to dive into 8 interconnected strategies. These are designed to help you take back your nights. We'll look at managing your personal energy in a way you probably haven't thought of, taming your tech, tapping into smart mind tricks, and building practical habits. Essentially, everything you need to make your evenings not just bearable, but brilliant. Yes, truly brilliant. You know, how you use your evenings really does sculpt the rest of your life. Yet, so many people get it wrong when trying to fix their after-work time. They fixate on managing the clock. But what if the real secret lies in managing your personal energy? Your evening isn't just a slot of time, is it? It's about how much zest you have, your mental clarity, your actual capacity to enjoy those precious hours. That's our starting point. Let's begin with a tiny habit I swear by, the shutdown signal. It's wonderfully easy. When work is done, stand up. Take 3 deep breaths, and then deliberately close your laptop or put away your work tools. Why does this work so well? It's not just a cute little routine. It's a powerful mental cue. It tells your brain, okay, that chapter is closed for today. Now, to avoid that common evening drift, let's talk about the 90-minute energy window system. Our brains often work best in focused sprints of about 90 minutes. So, instead of seeing your evening as one giant, overwhelming block of freedom, we're going to slice it into manageable, purposeful segments. Think of them as your power windows. Window 1 is all about recovery. This is your time to unwind. Window 2 is for growth. And window 3? Connection. Here's a surprising twist that really changed things for me. Planning backward. Most of us map out our days from morning till night. But consider this. Your evening has a bigger impact on your morning than your morning has on your evening. So let's flip the script. Decide when you want to be asleep. Then, schedule your evening power windows backward from that point. And one last gem for this part, the 2-minute refresh. Each time you switch from one activity to another, take just 2 minutes. Tidy your space, adjust the lights, maybe even change your shirt. These seem like tiny, insignificant actions, don't they? But their ripple effect is huge, truly massive. Let's shift gears and talk about something that touches all our lives. Our digital world. A truly well-spent evening needs some clear digital guardrails. Picture this. Those old movie vampires that suck the life out of people. Well, our phones and laptops can be a bit like that. Digital energy drainers, silently sipping away at your evening's potential. I'm going to show you how to transform these gadgets from evening wreckers into evening helpers. Let me share a rather bold idea I call app farewell. Here's the challenge. Every evening, pick one app on your phone and delete it. But what if I need it tomorrow? I hear you ask. That's okay. You can always reinstall it. The fascinating part? 90% of the time, you won't even remember which app you said goodbye to. The unplugged hour. It's beautifully straightforward. 1 hour before you plan to sleep, your devices go to bed before you do. But here's the crucial detail many people miss. Don't just turn them off. Actually, physically move them to another room. Imagine your bedroom becoming a true sanctuary, not a branch office for your digital life. What's a smart move? Choose 3 essential apps for your evening use. That's it. Everything else? It's often just digital clutter. Another useful idea is what I call screen separation. The aim is to create a little physical distance between you and your screens. For instance, Try putting your phone charger in the kitchen. Keep your laptop tucked away in a drawer. Use an actual alarm clock instead of your phone. These might feel like small adjustments, but they build a kind underscore of fortress around your evening peace. Remember, technology should be your servant in the evening, not your master. Now that we've got a handle on our devices, let's turn to something just as vital, our minds. Your mind is basically the captain of your evening ship, and these mind-focused methods, I've seen them create real change. A big realization for me was understanding digital sundown signals. Your brain doesn't really know the difference between the blue light from your screen and actual sunlight. So, if you're glued to screens late into the night, your brain is confused. Something that completely reshaped my evenings was crafting what I call your evening haven. It's about intentionally designing a space that signals to your brain. This is where good things happen. Think soft lighting, gentle textures, calming colors. An interesting technique is future you journaling. Each evening, try penning a short note to the version of you that will wake up tomorrow. But here's the psychological twist that makes it work. Don't list what you should do. Instead, write about how you want to feel. It's amazing how your brain can then work backward to help create those feelings. Speaking of mindset, let's reconsider the evening energy loan idea. Many people view their evening energy as if it's borrowed from tomorrow's supply. I suggest a different perspective. Stop seeing it as a debt. Your evening isn't something you're paying back. Instead, view it as an investment you're making. Every restful, enjoyable moment is actually banking energy for the day ahead. This next approach is a lifesaver, the decision-free zone. By evening, your brain's decision-making power is pretty much spent. So what's the smartest thing to do? Eliminate as many choices as possible. Lay out your clothes for tomorrow. Roughly plan your meals. Set up your morning coffee station. Your future self will thank you, believe me. How we manage our thoughts naturally leads us to how we understand our feelings. Your emotions aren't problems to be squashed. They're more like messengers carrying information, just waiting for you to listen. First up, something you might not expect, tiny mindfulness breaks. Forget the idea of needing to sit in a perfect lotus pose. For example, when you pour your evening tea, and I do this every day, just really feel the warmth of the mug. When you sit on your sofa, notice 3 places your body makes contact with it. These little moments of paying attention, they act like a reset button for your busy mind. One practice that transformed my evenings is setting up an evening check-in. Most of us, myself included at one point, tend to rush through our evenings on autopilot. But I discovered that your evening has its own rhythm, its own pulse. Try this. Every hour, take just 10 seconds. Silently name the emotion you're feeling right then. That's all. Don't try to fix it. The simple act of labeling an emotion can actually reduce its hold on you. Then there's present moment tagging. Pick 3 ordinary evening activities. Maybe it's brushing your teeth, washing the dishes, or changing your clothes. These become your special mindfulness tags. When you do these things, you're not just going through the motions. You're consciously practicing being present. Try emotional energy mapping. Your feelings aren't random. They often follow patterns, just like weather. Try this. Keep a simple energy scale, say from 1 to 10. Note your level 3 times each evening. After about 2 weeks, you'll start to see your emotional ebbs and flows as clearly as you see your work schedule. The evening emotional recap might sound a bit formal, but it actually brings a lot of clarity. Before bed, ask yourself 3 quick questions. What gave me energy? What drained me? What surprised me? Single words are often enough. The most valuable thing I've learned about evening emotions is this. They aren't roadblocks. They are clues. They become your most trustworthy guides to a richer life. Beyond all this inner work, there's another vital piece of the puzzle, our connections with others. Think about it. We talk a lot about physical energy, but your social energy is just as important. Learning to manage this means creating evenings that fill you up. Consider this. Your social battery functions a lot like your phone battery. Just as you check your phone's charge, you need to get a sense of how much social energy you have in reserve. This is what I call the social energy gauge. Some interactions genuinely recharge you. Instead of stretching yourself thin trying to keep up with 20 different friendships, aim to nurture 3 to 5 truly deep connections. These people become your evening support crew. Also, a crucial aspect that's not often talked about is energy mismatches. This isn't about labeling people as bad. It's simply that some people's energy rhythms might clash with yours. Try an interaction review. Start noticing which evening social encounters leave you feeling tired versus those that leave you feeling uplifted. The social cool down works like a buffer. For every hour of social engagement, it's wise to plan about 15 minutes of quiet time afterward. What really shifted my view is understanding the connection as fuel idea. What if those evening chats and shared moments are actually boosting your creativity, your problem-solving skills? Think about charting your social landscape. Some people energize you. Being selective isn't selfish. It's about being sustainable. Now that we've explored the social side, let's look at how to weave these insights into habits that actually stick. A big takeaway from helping many people is that building good evening habits isn't about willpower or forcing change. It's about becoming a smart designer of small, powerful actions that reshape your life almost effortlessly. Try tiny habit linking. Instead of tackling one huge, daunting habit, we link tiny ones together. When you walk in the door, you hang up your keys, then you slip off your shoes, then you change into comfy clothes. Something really powerful happens when you identify your evening Kickstarter habit. Think of it as the first domino that gets all the others to fall. For me, it's making a cup of tea. Such a simple thing, right? But that small act signals to my brain, the evening transformation is starting now. Most people make this common mistake. I certainly did. They try to commit to one single hobby every single evening. That's like trying to eat the exact same meal day after day. Instead, try creating a pleasure wheel of maybe 4 different activities you enjoy. It could be reading, drawing, playing music, crafting, whatever calls to you. Rotate through them. Your brain absolutely thrives on this kind of variety. Another fun thing to try is the daily dabble approach. Each evening, try one tiny new thing. Maybe you sit in a different chair. These little experiments keep your mind agile and your evenings fresh. This is where true impact can happen. Creative blending. Start allowing your evening activities to naturally mix and mingle. If you're learning guitar, try sketching the chord shapes. If you're reading a book, maybe when you're alone, act out a scene or two. I've found that when activities combine like this, your brain forges exciting new connections. And finally, a precious lesson I wish I'd understood years ago is to welcome the idea of a creative pause. There will be evenings when your energy is low, when you don't feel like doing much. But here's the crucial part. That's not a failure. It's actually your brain's natural way of resetting. These quieter moments aren't empty. They're like a field lying fallow, resting between harvests, quietly preparing for your next burst of energy and ideas. All these habits and approaches we've been discussing need fuel to keep them going. Think of your brain and body as the power stations for your evening. First, let's talk about movement snacks. Now, forget trying to force yourself into a grueling workout. Instead, we're going to sprinkle tiny bursts of movement. Stand up every 30 minutes. Stretch for 60 seconds. These are energy injections. I've noticed something quite remarkable about evening energy. It tends to follow a natural rhythm. Picture it like a gentle wave. It doesn't just stay flat, working with this natural curve, not struggling against it. That's the real art of mastering your evening energy. Try this technique, the energy check-in. For 1 week, play detective with your own energy. Every hour, rate your energy level from 1 to 10. Jot down what you're doing, what you've eaten, even what you're thinking about. You'll start to spot patterns. Now, this next idea is about mental energy conservation. Your brain has a limited supply of decision-making power each day. By the time evening rolls around, that supply is running low. That's precisely why we need to establish your evening thought menu. You have to be choosy about what you allow to consume your remaining mental bandwidth. Mindless social media scrolling? That's essentially mental junk food. But a deep conversation or engaging in creative work? That's like brain nourishment. Everything we've explored so far beautifully ties together in these final integration strategies. And please know, these aren't just a few extra tips. They're the very framework that helps all your other evening practices knit together. The life-work transition ritual acts as your daily bridge. You see, many people try to erect a solid, impenetrable wall between their work life and their personal life. Instead, what we're aiming to do is build a gentle bridge. With each metaphorical step you take across this bridge, you're mindfully moving further away from work mode and closer to life mode. A key insight about boundaries is that they aren't really about building walls at all. Think about training a puppy. Patient, consistent guidance works far better. When work thoughts try to sneak into your evening, don't battle them. Simply, gently guide your attention back to your personal time. Finally, we arrive at what brings it all home. The whole life harmony perspective. Your evening isn't some isolated compartment of your existence. It's actually the bedrock upon which much of your life is built. Every single activity you choose for your evening either contributes to or depletes your overall life energy. The secret is consistently choosing activities that replenish you, creating spaces that uplift your spirit, and nurturing relationships that make your world brighter. When you do this, day by day, your evening transforms into a wonderful daily celebration of the person you are becoming. And hey, if you found this helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What resonated with you from what I shared? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.